Precious souls, welcome to our happy space. If you're here, say hi in the comments so I know you're here. Thanks for joining me live and my little unicorn. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to start shuffling my Osho Zen. I'm going to start off with a general reading, tapping into your higher self, your guardian angels, your spirit guides and ancestors. Come through, please, under the protection of Archangel Michael. Let's find out what you need to know, guys. Ooh, goodness. You want to keep going? All right. 10, please. What have we got? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. Alrighty. Spirit's really talking tonight. All right. What have we got? What'd you give me here? Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. 5, 6. Well, holy doodle. Okay. This is incredible. Again, creativity. Always jumping out. Always. In the readings lately. Creativity jumping out. So the whole reading is about tapping into your creative source. This is how you transmute and alchemize any negative energy being thrown at you, surrounding you, at all. It takes everything negative and it turns it into something positive where abundance can come in. Okay? This is very important. It keeps coming up. So playfulness, anything creative. Okay? I don't care if you're making macaroni necklaces. If it feels good, go ahead and create it. All right? So the challenge is to see that you're actually setting an example for others. You are a master. You are someone who people are watching without you even realizing, maybe. You're someone very wise, and the way you move in this world speaks volumes. People are picking up on this. They're like, I want to be a part of this. Whatever that person has going on, their energy, their essence, they're glowing. I just want to be a part of it. I want to understand it. How do you do this? They're watching. Because most people don't come up and say, hey, show me all your secrets, right? Subconsciously, Spirit is saying, have confidence in sharing your inner gifts, okay? Whatever it is you've got, people are meant to hear it. People are meant to learn your story or how you got through something or some interesting creative aspect or all the wisdom you've attained through all of these hardships you've gone through. There's something, a beautiful inner gift. Maybe it's creative. There's something you're meant to share, okay? And that is the most amazing gift you can give anybody, is something that comes from deep inside you, because there's no one else that can give exactly that. So subconsciously, you're kind of stirring up like, should I share, you know, what I know? Should I share this gift of mine? Should I share this talent? Whatever it is. Consciously, you know you're at a crossroads. I think you definitely know this. It may be deja vu, weird, vivid dreams lately. You're seeing the same cycles kept repeating, and now you're faced with the fated choice. Do you want to go around again and do the same old thing, the same old behaviors, or do you want to break the chains and go up to the higher timeline? To you, that choice is really, you know, it's pretty obvious, right? But your ego's terrified. The ego's like, no, 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 we don't understand what's in that unfamiliar road, because we don't know what comes if we make these changes and we step into that. So it's about taming the ego and saying, well, you know, what if it can get that good though? What if we don't have to be afraid anymore? What if we're meant to break this cycle? What if we're meant to advocate for ourselves? What if we're meant to take that leap of faith? Whatever it is, right? Just recently, you learned that trusting in yourself and trusting in your divine team, okay, your spirit guides, ancestors, was leading you to a place that was a lot better than what your old patterns could get for you. Okay, you were learning that while you were trying to control everything, things didn't work in your favor. But as soon as you learn to trust and take these leaps and know that everything is going to happen some way, you don't know how it's going to unfold for you, that's what opened all of this up, where now you're being asked to share your creative gifts, okay? All the wisdom that you've attained on this journey so far, because people are learning from you, okay? And I'm also getting, thank you, Spirit, let us never ever feel so incredibly overconfident that we believe any one of us is above any other person. We're all on this journey together. So we also have to be remembering that even so long as while we're teaching, we're still learning. It's always about learning. So always keep it an open mind. Everything is subject to change. Our perceptions have changed over the years. Our beliefs can change over the years. They may yet. Someone may know some puzzle piece that you haven't seen yet, and you might have that puzzle piece. So it's about realizing no one is better or smarter than anybody else. It's just about sharing with the common goal of the more people that we can help to inspire to heal themselves, to get up to a better place, the more people we have in that better place with us, right? So the potential future, which as we know is always subject to whatever we're doing right now, whatever effort we put in gets matched and reflected in the future. So Spirit is saying, if you allow yourself to be creative, create some kind of an outlet for your beautiful expressions, for the wisdom, for your feelings, for your emotions, whatever the case may be, your message. So long as you do that, okay, and tap into your inner gifts, and remember, make it in a way that, allow it to flow in a way that's receptive so that people can understand what you're saying. Don't just speak to be heard, but speak to be understood, right? This will help align you with the most incredible harmony, balance within your ego and your heart. It's not saying squish your ego. It's saying embrace some of these shadows. So it's like a better understanding of your own shadows so that you can understand others and interpret what they might be trying to say when the words aren't clear. It's about trusting your heart space, okay? Operating out of your heart space, even when your ego is saying, boy, that really pisses me off, you know? And you're like, yeah, I know, but we've been there before. Remember when we used to do stuff like that? It's about finding the happy balance, not being led by one specifically. You need logic, you need discernment, and you need the unconditional, deeper desire to understand when people are trying to communicate, right? It's so many things in one, but it's the ability to find that balance is what we are going to be gifted so long as we allow ourselves the time to create. Quit making excuses. I used to do the same, right? Oh, well, I don't have time to do that. I'd love to do that, but I don't have time. It's where we put our energy in each moment that we're being told to watch. So energy right now, it looks like you are making extraordinary things out of ordinary moments. And this is because you're starting to turn in. Thank you, Spirit. Is what I'm seeing is it's like you had this icy wall around you because you've been hurt real bad, right? All of us finding ourselves here at this on this platform right now. We've been hurt real bad, betrayed, our trust broken, people stomping on our hearts. And yeah, we were hurt, so we put walls up, icy walls, right? You can't get in. Can't hurt me if you can't get in. But what's happening now is I feel like, and I like to use the analogy as like doing dishes or something very mundane. When we're doing that, we're actually having extraordinary transformations, is what I'm seeing, come through because we're not even realizing it, but we are allowing ourselves to relax into the moment and meditate, which is cracking open some of these easier, no, easier is not the word. What is it, Spirit? We're cracking into a better understanding of why things happen the way they did, what we can pull from them, and what still needs healing based on triggers that are telling us, keep these walls up. It's like, no, no. How do we deal with these triggers in a way that benefits us? So taking something that was meant to really knock us on our butt, right, and hurt us bad, and taking that and using that as a form of adding to our toolbox of what we can now understand about ourselves, okay? This is very important, but you're doing this automatically right now. It's in your energy. Hi, sweetheart. Did you have a good sleepins? You saying hello? You saying hello? 8:11 on the clock. All right, so Spirit has a direct message, completion and integration. So, oh my gosh, this is funny how Spirit works like this. You have somebody's puzzle piece. Other people have your puzzle piece. When we learn to integrate everything that we've experienced and ravel that together with some of our talents and gifts and abilities to express, we can help show people a puzzle piece that might help them complete their puzzle, information, wisdom, right? And they can then also allow themselves to show you by integrating them all together. So taking what you've been served on your plate is what they're showing me, which I've never spoken like this, but you're seeing you got served this. What are you going to make out of it? Lemon into lemonade, the same thing. It looks like you've been dragged through it, and all through the journey, of course, while we're going through, we go, why is this happening? What is even going on? We're learning, we're accumulating information. Remember that those of you who've experienced abuse, right, which I feel like there's definitely going to be a large number of you, while they were studying you and targeting you, what they didn't realize is you being in that experience you were forced to spin it subconsciously and start to study them. So you know the entire playbook of how these energies, these entities, jumping person to person, how they operate. You have the key to unlock this mystery, whereas other people may not. You might have that puzzle piece, and it's because you have attained the level of experience by sitting right in the middle of the storm, right in it, in the fierce fire. You've stood there, you've absorbed information, you trained your mind to watch for specific red flags. Because you've attained all of this wisdom, you can now, say you're an artist, okay, I'm a painter, say you're an artist, you can find a way to portray this information in the form of being a painter, a baker, a writer, through music, through singing, through, I don't know what, there's so many ways to be creative, guys. There's so many ways to be creative and get this message across. Some of you might want to have a social media platform and creatively express in a way that's clear on how to get through these, right? There's so many ways. Maybe write a book. It's endless, limitless, guys. Okay, so what we're desiring, but what we're denying ourselves, because we always are the only limit blocking us. It's our ego that blocks us, right? Fear of failure, insecurities, all that stuff. Okay, oh, sorry, we already read this. Is living moment to moment, okay? So we had this in a reading earlier. By living fully in the moment, we are not, have a healthy detachment from what the future has coming for us, right? A lot of us can get subconsciously locked into, I'm not stressing over the future. That means I'm not doing enough right now. I need, la 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 la. It's the constant fear of what's coming that keeps us from putting our attention fully on the moment, which ironically creates our future. So it's like dropping the pen saying, I hope everything works out. So we're standing in the way of us devoting all our attention on the present moment as well. This can come in forms of allowing other people to take precedence and priority. So you just get started on the thing that you want to do, the thing that lights you up, the thing that you're getting downloads that this would be a really great idea to create, and all of a sudden there's a knock on your door or a phone call or a text or whatever. Can you just come over and help me with this thing? And it's about learning the balance between saying, it is not selfish for me to start pouring into myself because I could help one person and not do this, or I could continue to pour into this, say, sorry, I'd love to help, but I'm in the middle of something. I could help many people by completing this, and as a result, that individual might benefit also down the road, right? So it's about not standing in our way of devoting our energy completely and totality in this moment, one moment at a time, not out of selfish reasons, but because we know it's what we need to do. We need to focus. We're not going to look back at the past. That always brings guilt because we weren't that version of ourselves that was shining at that time, right? We're not going to be stressing over the future. It only brings anxiety. That's it. It's not even written. We're holding the pen now. So maybe we need to just stay out of our way and start focusing on the moment and not let things take away from that. The brilliant thing here is the key, seeing that you have so much potential. No thingness is nothing standing in your way and you're being granted, there's the potential, pure potential. You're being granted source energy. You could have the most happiest, abundant life by merely pouring into yourself. And it's interesting that they flowed that way. Spirit showed me how easily we can spend so many years of our life constantly pouring into others because we're givers, we're kind, we're loving, we're nurturing. We could see the solution, and sometimes people even play dumb just to get us to do the work for them, right? It's like, And I'm just going to say, the Spirit's saying you already know, you've seen, you understand. So I'm just going to go with that. Um, that we need to start devoting that into ourselves. And the reason being, if you look back, and maybe even some of you have experienced bitterness, right? With it's almost like they're suggesting a codependency or people pleasing, however you want to look at it. It's because of our defense mechanisms. There were the dynamics that got us through things. By looking at that, you could see that if you had have had all of the ways that you showed up for others and you had devoted it to yourself, you'd be amazing by now. And that's what Spirit's saying, is it's always been up to you, and it still is. You have this beautiful creative energy right from source going through you at all time. And they're saying, do you want to keep giving it out to others, sprinkling it here, sprinkling it there? Or are you going to start pouring into yourself to help raise you to where you're always meant to be? Birthright is to be happy, okay, and healthy. And pouring it into that creativity so that everybody benefits once your cup is full. The card just fell on the ground. I don't know what it was. All right, on the bottom is slow down and start pouring into yourself. Be so happy with where you are. Take a breath. The world is not going to fade away just because you are not there to make sure that sun rises. The sun will continue to rise whether you're standing there trying to control it or not. If the world goes on, and it's about pouring into yourself, and you deserve that kind of attention. You deserve that kind of energy. The energy goes through you for a reason. It was meant for something. And although it's great to be kind, and I'm going to say not nice, but kind-hearted. It's great to always be considerate, but don't forget to consider yourself first. Who do we have here? Incarnate Flame, hi. It's so good to see you. Welcome, 818 on the clock. That's a very special number. Calling back our power to create our own abundance flow with confidence with our inner gifts is the one. And new beginnings, guys. All right, Incarnate Flame, I'm so glad to see you. It's been a bit. I've been a busy kid. How are things with you? How are things going with you? I have to be patient because there's a delay on this thing. Incarnate Flame says, good to see you too, love. Aw, I hope things are going well for you. I'm always sending you good vibes from this side, from this place on the planet. Working, yes. Attaining the goals step by step to your most wonderful desired outcome. And that's a beautiful thing. You deserve so much. Very intuitive you are. About to be working 2 jobs. Uh-oh. I remember when I had 3 jobs. Okay, so remember though, it's not how hard we work. It's about pouring into ourselves sometimes. And I know that sounds easy, doesn't it? Incarnate Flame says, I'm trying to break free. Yeah, you're well on your way and you know it. You're ready to shine. You're so gifted. You're so gifted, and it's frustrating when sometimes other people don't see the potential, right? We have to start to see the potential in ourselves and start treating us like the royalty that we are, and allowing ourselves to just trust our instincts. And you've been amazing at that. You've been really trusting in life, and that's so beautiful. You're meant for beautiful things. You've helped a lot of people. All right. I'm just going to see if there's anything else that we need to hear from Spirit before I close this section out. Do you have any questions? Oh, what have we got? And lots of ascension symptoms, yes. New downloads, ears ringing, psychic upgrades. I feel the energy shifting. Oh, heavy lately, eh? Really heavy lately. Agreed. In fact, I was so tired suddenly earlier that I'm like, I don't know. I could have a nice big old winter's nap right now. And I went, no, I want to go see my soul family. I want to check in on everybody's energy, because if I'm going through it, we all are, right? And yeah, you're definitely upgrading. It's pretty wild. Everything is falling into place, slow but sure. Baby steps. Thank goodness it doesn't happen all at once. Can you imagine? You just wake up in the morning and, you know, what? You grabbing that little unicorn? Oh, can you imagine? You just wake up one morning and it's also tiring, and I kind of been getting this download too, because of what we're sifting through. We're letting go of any attachments to anything that doesn't serve us, but also we have, certain energies trying to pull on our energy as a last ditch effort. It's not working as it's in reverse, right? But we're releasing everything, the residual garbage that used to hold us to that previous timeline. Our hearts are open, we're nurturing, healing, extremely psychic, and we're getting our crap together, getting back on the throne. And that's really kind of triggering some people, right? It's triggering some. Spirit, what you got? Guys, with the what do they call it? The mercury microwave. I love when people call it that. Don't be surprised if someone circles back. Blah, 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 blah. And if they do, you're very uninterested, I know. But I'm seeing this. It's something you've already defeated. But you know when it's just before you're about to do this massive upgrade and level up, they come around again one more time. It's like, are you sure? Oh, I'm sure. I know me. I know my heart. Thank you. No repeats. All right, Spirit, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Okay, so Spirit's saying very soon everything's going to come into balance. It's in your energy already. No more juggling all this hard crap all by yourself. You're coming out of feeling left out in the cold, the self-abandonment. You're going to start pouring into yourself. You're going to start also get downloads, I'm hearing. Downloads on what it is that you could start doing that you never considered before or you never had the confidence to do before. Thank you. You're going to start pouring into this and things are going to come back into alignment. These are blessings, these gifts, these ideas. There's something. It might even involve people, but I'm not sure yet. I'm going to go deeper into that before I suggest that. Incarnate Flame says we are getting activated. Exactly. And so what comes snooping around as things get big, right, and better? The little Tessa. Oh, don't you like my little unicorn? He's all wobbly. He's so cute. All right, Spirit, is there anything else we need to know? Things are looking way up. So coming out of hard times, right? Because we're busting out of this old energy. And it hasn't got anything on us. We're not interested. We are completely disinterested in anything of the past because we already know what it leads to. It does us no good at all. Oh my gosh, God's warriors here. Hey, beautiful soul, how you doing? We're all doing great. And how are you doing, God's warrior? How's things? How's things? Incarnate Flame, I feel like something is going on in the astral, some kind of victory. Oh yeah, well remember, right, and you know this, it always happens in the spirit realm first, and then we see it materialize. Oh, they're definitely celebrating. They're definitely celebrating. I think a lot of people are starting to feel that celebration, so it's giving us this antsiness, like, what? God's warrior says, all good, good. And we're all good here. I'm so glad to see you. It's been a bit. For me, too. Oh, Donna's here. Hello. Hi, Donna. I noticed you put some more videos up again. Awesome job on your YouTube channel. God's warrior. Hey, all. Yeah, see, betrayal is definitely a thing of the past, guys. And once we see it as, oh no, I was a victim, I was attacked, like, yeah, sure as shit you were, right? But the truth is, all of it was so that we could learn. And as soon as we see that, we're like, we mastered it. Then we don't have to keep going through it over and over. That's why you're going through this whole other timeline jump, right? This is why, what's this? God's warrior. Been up and down. Aw. Yeah, I think it's like a little roller coaster. The challenges, the little rewards, the energy drain, the energy boost. Like last night, I was so wound up. I was having a great time, achieving all kinds of things. And then I realized, wow, it's like the wee hours of the morning. Maybe I should sleep. Yeah, it's a part of this glow up you guys are going through. It's because you're devoting, like the other Osho Zen reading said, you're starting to devote your energy where it's always belonged. Back into building your own little empire, taking care of yourselves. You guys are like luxury. Your energy is exquisite, okay? You're pouring into yourselves and people are noticing. And Donna says yes. And Incarnate Flame, hi everyone. Oh, Phil's here. Sorry I'm late. How's everyone? You're not that late. We're just getting rolling. Good to see ya. Well, some of us are doing pretty darn good, but we're all admitting that, it's got its ups and downs, the energy shifting, all the, us integrating all these new energies coming in. And how are you, Phil? Everybody else watching, feel free to jump in the comments. You all belong here. You're all a part of this. If you have a question, don't be afraid to ask. Donna says, feeling the feelings and understanding why is getting clearer. Yeah, it's all surfacing, right? What is that you're showing me? You know what I just saw? And it's really weird. Years ago, I remember falling into a red fire ant. Fire ants? Yeah, fire ant nest. And it was so weird because the more you swoop it away, the ants come up. And I just feel like that's what's going on. You just get some of the stuff off, and then there's more resurfacing in little bits, bite-sized pieces, so that we can go, hey, wait a minute, that's raw. And then we just, process that, and then whoosh, something else comes up. Oh, gosh, that's raw. Okay, get that off. And that's what I'm feeling, like fire ants, and they burn, right? They sting. Oh, my gosh. Phil, all good. Perfect. Well, I'm so glad you're here. Anybody else have any questions? It just looks like we're leaving like all the negative attachments, negative energies behind, getting them out of our road. God's warrior, yep, sounds about right. Oh. Well, when I fell into the fire ants years ago, I was a young teeny bop. The cure, they said, was putting toothpaste on them, and it actually helped. I wonder if that's got some analogy we can twist into keep your mouth clean and you won't land into a pile of fiery, stinging, burning sensations. I don't know. Incarnate Flame, I had some kind of sacral chakra activation from the 1111 portal. Anybody else feeling that? Ooh, cool. Wow. That's awesome. Well, to a degree, Donna says, release the hounds. Release the hounds. Oh, you're funny. I've had all kinds of weird feelings. I've had a lot of like tingling in the crown chakra. I've had creative bursts followed by complete block and creative inspiration, and I just keep writing down everything, guys. I just keep writing it all down because like one of these moments I'm gonna have that creative burst with a whole lot of energy. And I feel like, those little wind-up cars that we used to have as a kid? You pull them back, wind them up, and then when you actually let them go, they're like swoosh, across mother's coffee table or something outrageous. I feel like that's what's happening to me. It's like, it's just winding me up. It's like, ooh, I love that idea. I want to do that. Oh, I want that idea too. Okay, and I got to write these down because as soon as I feel like I've totally rejuvenated, it's like, watch me go, because I know I'm a little fireball, and then just all of a sudden doing all these things. Donna says, pressure in the head. Yeah, I felt that too. That has not actually been fun. That's, and a lot of people are experiencing a lot of mucus. And what did I get from that? It's, okay, I might I'll try not to miscommunicate this. It's kind of like, this is going to sound weird, but like your old version, your eyes are like almost like disintegrating, and the mucus is actually pulling all the stuff that isn't good for you out, and you're growing new vision, if I can say it that way. It's all of these things are your body flushing out things that no longer serve you. And of course, massive balance and harmony and peace being restored, my little earth angels. This is why you're going through this massive glow up. And that's why you're trusting and why you're moving forward going, I don't know what's going on, but it sure feels good. Donna says, mucus overload. A snotty kid, eh? But you can even hear it in a lot of people. You can hear that they're all like, "Tup, tup, kada," you know? It's part of the purge. Phil says, I have had a lot of synchronicities lately, very meaningful, prophetic. Oh, I bet. So by prophetic, like, have a large number of them already kind of like showed? I know you could see they're meaningful, so obviously you see the meaning, but have they already come to fruition, or do you see how they're connecting dots, Phil? And Incarnate Flame says, I think we are meeting up in the astrals and having meetings too. New spirit guides coming in also. Yes, I felt 2 more ascended light beings come into my energy lately. Yes, and I'm of the understanding that some of you will be actually visited by your spirit guides or some form, just like you said. I was recently, that was given to me also. We're going to start actually seeing or definitely becoming aware of our beings introducing like new levels of guides for these new layers that we're starting to work in. God's Warrior, what's the cosmic intention of these glow ups? Oh, what's the cosmic intention? It's because you're being prepared to be seen and heard and presented properly, given the presentation, or what's the word I'm looking for? You're being prepared for the audience, the type of audience that needs to receive you. Also, the same people that need to resonate with you. Thank you, Spirit. That was like something I'm having a hard time formulating the words. You are totally being prepared to be able to share your story, your energy. Some of you are just being called to move places, like I've been saying. Like to bring up the energy, the healing energy, the frequency in that area. So you are grid workers. Wherever you are, your energy actually heals and brings up the energy in others. Some of you are getting called to pour into your talents. So these glow ups are you building confidence to finally trust that you have every reason to shine, and it's necessity. Having the strength to call back your power and express. You had the 2 3s there. Express, and the 2 3s would be vision, which is the 6. Sorry, Spirit talks to me in all ways, but that's one of them. And Incarnate Flame, something big is happening energetically, spiritually. Yes. Phil says, some still connecting. Yes, you'll connect those dots because you're so good at that. You'll figure it out. You'll find that trail. Yeah, that's cool. And Donna says, crazy dreams some nights. I'm feeling energies enter the room. I'm in at home, and old me would be ready to move out, but I feel it's not negative. Exactly. I really feel you're so divinely protected. And the more that you're pouring yourself out authentically like you're doing, you are so protected. You have so much to offer, and you're actually following through, which takes so much strength. God's Warrior, that was a nice channel. Oh yeah, well thank you. Thanks, God's Warrior. And Incarnate Flame says, God's Warrior, I think we are being magnetized to attract and manifest at a faster, more powerful rate. Master manifesting coming out of delays. Yes, that is another huge one. You're right, Incarnate Flame, I totally agree. And I've said this just the last few weeks. It's like everything is speeding up because time is only linear on this planet, right? They're taking that equation out, which is really weird. And things are happening fast, and our body's trying to adapt constantly. God's Warrior says, Incarnate, what is it we are trying to manifest? Okay, I know that's to God, to Incarnate Flame. I'll throw in my 2 cents, and it's that the right people aligning with us, like we are, guys. Manifesting everything that we need in order to sit in that timeline where we are meant to have confidence, step forward, share our wisdom, share whatever it is that we're meant to. Each of us have maybe some different downloads that we've been getting. So you wouldn't be asked to, whatever's being manifested is being provided. Like, you wouldn't be asked to go run a marathon and not be given the shoes. You know what I mean? So that's what's manifesting really fast. If you need a car in order to do what you need to do next, if you need a specific person or group, that needs to be manifested quickly. People need to be lined up. Everything is kind of, it's like a giant grid all coming down to one thing for each specific person, which is interesting. Incarnate flame, I believe we are manifesting our highest potential to help us fulfill our divine life purpose. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, and I missed, what did Donna say? Sometimes I feel the words just come out of my mouth more and more on my videos. Loving the high vibe. Yes, because you're channeling direct, and that's beautiful. You're having confidence with your inner gifts. You no longer have the filter constantly judging whether that can be shared or not. It's like, screw it. If you don't like it, don't listen. Because some of the most craziest things we think, why would I say that? As a reader, when I had people face to face or online, all over the world, I would say, I don't know where this is coming from, but blah, and it would pertain to them huge. And it's about showing the universe, our divine team, that we trust, and then they'll trust us with more information to flow, because we're not stopping it by trying to overthink it or decide if someone's going to judge us on it, right? We just don't care. It's great. Donna says, yes, incarnate flame. Aw. And Phil says the human body is stimulated by the electrical pulses. Yep. The northern lights are the planet's electromagnetic pulses, and with that huge, the solar flares and all that crazy stuff going on, right, guys? Very good point, Phil. Thanks for explaining that. Incarnate flame. Perseverance, resilience, and hope is needed to push through these old residual barriers of programming. Exactly. And, you know, we were always so good, a lot of us, at persevering and pushing and wearing ourselves right thin for other people. And by pouring that same energy into ourselves, we can get through anything, guys. Incarnate Flame says, just keep pushing, y'all. We got this. Yes, because we're in this together. We are in this together. And I love y'all for that so much. Donna says, I finally trust. Wait, I finally trust. Is that a question mark, Zero? What does that mean? I finally, oh, you finally trusted. That was probably a typo, right? I think you do finally trust, because I'm seeing you're getting more and more of your videos out, and it's straight from the heart. And if you look back, you can go back through my hundreds of videos. You could see my uncertainty, my as I would speak. And now, and yeah, typo, thanks, Donna. I kind of thought so. I was like, is that my glasses I need to grab or what? You could see how we build confidence by practicing. It's like anything. You know, if we don't continue to push ourselves out there and keep saying, I just want to say exactly how I feel without a filter, I'm going to do it. And it just comes in time. And to the point where I used to overthink sometimes. Oh, I got a tarot reading come up. I better, get myself all grounded, go through all these rituals. Like, now I could wake up from a sleep and someone knock on my door and say, I need a reading. Okay, here we go. I got my cards. What do you need? It's like you get practiced, right? And you're doing that, Donna, and you're really shining at it. You're really shining at it because you don't let anything block what you want to say, because what you have to say is so important. Or you wouldn't have the download. You wouldn't have it coming through and channeled. Okay, guys, does anybody have any questions while I'm here with my cards? It's so good to talk to everybody again, by the way. It's so great. You're all beautiful, shining lights. And even with all the craziness going on, look at you go. My little rubber unicorn that I picked up at the dollar store. He's so soft and fun. I couldn't leave him all by himself in that bin. He didn't even have a friend like him. Ooh, speaking of didn't even have a friend like him, King of Cups. Donna said, yes, fear is a state of mind and changing the perspective is key. I'm not thinking what people think. I feel someone might resonate. Exactly. And you're right. You're always right with that. Someone is meant to hear exactly how you feel or what you have to share, right? Incarnate Flame is like giving birth into the new true selves. Our light body frequencies are emerging. We are superhuman, supernatural. Exactly. And it's like, and if I could take it a step further, it feels like not even giving birth, but more like peeling all the crap, the fake masks, the fake skin, the fake labels, the fake junk. Like, I don't know how other people do this, but like I'm very artistic in the way that I like to create things. But to me, I can see the finished project is like just chip away the crap that doesn't belong, right? You could do that even like if you say if you were someone who was a carver. I don't carve, but I'm imagining take away the parts that don't matter, that aren't a part of the final piece, and I feel like that's what's happening. It's falling away. Donna says incarnate flame without the epidural. Oh, you are funny. Just better than a watermelon, right? Incarnate flame, laugh out loud. Oh, you guys, you're so funny. Okay, so what's going on with this King of Cups? Who resonates with maybe someone being in your energy that's developed this, or maybe you developed this massive emotional maturity to the point where you almost might seem stoic to others, but it's because you're very much in tune with your emotions, so you don't allow them to get you to react, which means you are not as easily manipulated. Yes, thank you, Spirit. You guys are hilarious. All right. So is anybody feeling like they're getting more control over how they react and not react? Like not allowing their emotions to take control over them is what completely blocks the ability for the people who are manipulative to come through and steer us like little puppets. That's a huge lesson to learn. To not be affected by how other people view you. Just gotta say, sushi chef, don't make me get my nails on there, Donna. Oh my gosh. I still can't imagine having really long nails like that. Not a chance. I used to, like I said, I tried them, you know, those like gluable nails. My gosh, I couldn't do anything. Couldn't play my guitar. I couldn't even butter my toast. I couldn't get my fly up. I couldn't, like, and the other things, right? I snapped those right off as fast as I could. You can't even function. Well, I couldn't. Donna says, oh, you got the heart. That's cute. Sweet. All right, so does anybody have any major questions? God's Warrior, how do I get to be so perfectly in control like you guys? Oh, are you kidding? No one's perfect, God's Warrior. You know what it is, though? The truth is, you get to a point where you sincerely stop giving a crap about the opinions of others because you realize everybody has a different perception and you're not going to change it, so you might as well start living for yourself and realizing how incredible you are, and you don't need anybody's praise. You can start praising yourself. Phil says, I have a big test coming up. What does the universe have to say about it? Ooh, let's find out, Phil. Oh, did you see that? Am I seeing things? I literally thought I saw the sun card. So I think you're going to do amazing. I think you know that. Yes, I think you do. You're going to do amazing, but it's like, how amazing will I do? And what is this? I'm getting something intuitively. Okay, here's what I'm seeing, and this doesn't make sense to me, but it might make sense to you, Phil. I'm seeing you almost like reading and studying for the things that you think are the most relevant, which some of them are, is what I'm getting. But there will be some simple thing that you went, oh, well, how do we rectify that? I'm going to use the cards. What's the wisdom? What's the guidance? What do we need, Spirit? They just said make a song out of it. And I don't know if that makes sense to you, Phil. Make a song out of it. Out of all the answers. Out of the things you think you might forget. But there's a simple one that, so they're saying look over your work before you hand it in. It's not racing to the end, but make sure you got all the details. Yeah, invest in yourself because this will pay off massively. You've been patient investing coin after coin after coin on yourself. You're leveling up, stepping up, stepping up. It's constantly getting better and better. Yeah, no longer trying to juggle everything, but put your focus on you and what you're doing. Don't let anybody pull you away when you're trying to learn or study this. And it's also suggesting that somebody's not holding themselves accountable in some way, and I don't know what that is. Is this relevant with the test, Spirit? Is this relevant with the test? What is this Page of Cups? More details, please. Somebody owes you an apology, I just heard. Somebody owes you an apology because they didn't invest in you. You started to invest in you. And some people were making it real hard, holding you back from really doing what you are totally capable of doing. And they owe you an apology. Yeah. And you're choosing this brand new path. You're making plans and choices to go down a whole different, and no one saw that coming in your circle. I literally just saw you just duck and weave. Like, you know, the Matrix, when people are like, okay, I'm seeing slingshots. They're firing stuff at you like, and all of a sudden you just like do the Matrix thing, and there's stones miss, and you grab the stone and you use it to build yourself something, right? And you're building and investing in yourself, and as soon as they turn around, it's like, oh my gosh, they're realizing, wow, if you want something, you manifest it like this. So although that might not have a lot to do with the test, exactly, it has a lot to do with your, thank you. They showed me the sun because it has a lot to do with the success that you are attaining and continue to attain to show people you can have and do whatever you want. Yeah, I think people owe you an apology. Wow. What did I miss here? Oh, we've got new names coming up here. Who we got? Burton Bros. Welcome back. General reading regarding switching to night shift. Okay, just a second. Donna, God's Warrior. Find your fire within cats. Donna, find your fire within cats. Right, get mad and make the change. You got this. Exactly. Yes, use your passion, guys. Burton Bros says, will it work out or not? Okay, I'll check that out in a second. Oh, and we've got Joseph here. No plan B needed in case God, universe, divine, flakes, faith, hope, light, love. No plan B needed. Okay. And Phil says, sounds right. Always doublers. I know. I'm going to ask for one more card, Phil, regarding the test. I just feel like if you were to make up a song about specific things that you worried you might forget, it'll give you the reassurance to remember who the hell you are, is what I just heard. That's interesting. Yeah. You don't need anybody else to make your dreams come true with the Nine of Cups, Phil. You're making them come true yourself. And that's why people owe you an apology. These people who held back that other cup and did not contribute. They did not help to give you the Ten of Cups. You did it on your own and you're still showing them. So that's beautiful. Congratulations. I think you're going to do absolutely famously. Incarnate Flame, let's ask where Spirit wants us all to meet up together in person. Yeah, I agree. Our collective here. Where are we guided to go? Surrendered and I was always ready. Getting something about a powerful ley line portal. That doesn't surprise me. I've been getting that too, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see what else. Donna says, making room by releasing will bring new positive changes by feeling into the direction you feel called to. And Incarnate Flame, I hope I can make it on vacation with y'all. Well, we'll make that. We can manifest that. We can do anything. Look at us. Okay, I'm going to go back because Burton Bros had a question. General reading regarding switching to night shift. Okay, I'm going to tell you what instantly came through as soon as I just read that. Night shift. One of the most difficult things about you spiritually and as far as your body is, and this has come through before, and I've seen this in people who did night shifts, even though I'm a night hawk, I used to think I'd want to do it, but it's very important that we are sleeping between the hours of 3 and 5 a.m. So that messes with us. And that's what just came through. So I meant to share that. Something doesn't want me telling you either. Yeah. We're meant to be sleeping between 3 and 5. Spirit, come through about this. What will be the results? Oh, look at this. Where'd you come from? I didn't even see that. I'm going down to get that card. Leave no card behind, guys. Okay. The Hermit in reverse. And, okay, finally letting go of any attachment to any material need will allow you to come back out of hermit, where you've already learned a great deal of wisdom. I feel like, are you doing this for the money? Are you doing the night shift because you think it'll bring you more comfort monetarily? I really, my instincts say it's not what's best for you, but you always have to follow your own lead. Letting go. Thank you, Spirit. Sometimes we are manipulated and controlled into directions that we truly don't want to do because of our need to feel stability from the outside world. So just make sure you're not doing it, because that's how we're manipulated. Yeah. There's justice coming, though, in the regard of people who have not been honest with you. And this might tie into this night shift. What is that all about? Okay. What does that have to do with this? There's something coming to light. What is this night shift? Guidance, Spirit. Really clear and concise. Night shift. Is there something you need to speak up about? Something you need to walk away from, leave behind. This is getting really deep, Burton Bros. I feel like something's got a hold of you, and I don't know what it is, and I'm trying to place it. Something's got a hold of you. It's not allowing you to leave. It's that, I feel like it's an energy. But don't be afraid to speak up about what you learned recently. There's something you learned recently. You have the ability to communicate this. If you're doing this night shift for the reasons other than what excites you, which I'm almost guaranteeing is the case, I don't feel like it's going to benefit you. But please follow your heart, okay? So what have we got? I'm sorry, guys. Incarnate Flame. Yeah, okay. Did I scroll way down? Did I miss a bunch of what you guys are saying? Yep. Donna says, like this live, guys. Oh, you're so sweet. Incarnate Flame. I work night shifts. It sucks, but my roommate keeps me up all night anyways. Yeah, see, yeah. He stays up till 7 a.m. being noisy as heck. I try to get out of the house. Yeah. You'll get through that. But with the cards I'm seeing, and I'm also getting a lot of interference. I will tell you right now, there's a lot of things trying to interfere with this message regarding your night shift question. A lot. I felt it in the throat chakra. I'm seeing manipulation. Yet there's a form of justice by somebody who wasn't necessarily speaking up. This is crazy. The energy interference here. Burton Bros says, will I learn my trade quicker if I switch? That's a better question. Let's go with that. Incarnate Flame says, my natural rhythm is go bed at 10 to 11 and wake up early and enjoy the sun. Yeah. Unfortunately, my roommate, yeah. That's why you need to get away from that energy, right, Incarnate Flame? You know that, though. You'll find a way. Will you learn your trade quicker if you switch? Oh. Spirit, come through for only Britain Bros. Will this help him attain his skills quicker? Nope. It'll actually leave you feeling very dissatisfied. Like you're not pouring into yourself, so I feel like it'll kind of take from your passion. You might want to make a different plan. You might want to choose something differently. Like I said, take everything with a grain of salt. I'm just feeling like you're very intelligent and you are a manifester, because that came through with the Magician. You're somebody who can have anything, but you have to believe in yourself. And it's not about getting there faster. It's about maturing on a level that, oh wow, this is getting channeled. One thing at a time, one step at a time. It's not going to go faster necessarily, because there will be energies that are actually standing in your way of you attaining what you need to out of these lessons. That was kind of weird, and that's not how I talk usually. So I don't know what's coming through, and hopefully Archangel Michael is kind of, protecting my messages. But It just feels like, when you're dissatisfied with something or you're really not feeling the joy in an experience and it seems to like slow us down in learning and building and growing, that's the energy that I'm getting shown. And Incarnate Flame, just know if we do night shifts, but it's only a temporary. It's not meant to be long term because it's not healthy for us. Exactly. Donna says, Incarnate Flame, you got this. You're strong. Show your fire and truth with all love and patience. Yes. And so do you, Burton Bros. You could do anything. They showed me the Magician card. But you're somebody that definitely needs to learn to speak up for yourself authentically. And if something doesn't feel right, speak up. You deserve to be seen and heard. And if they fire you or they make your job really hard, that's just the first indication to say, okay, bye-bye. I'm not going to waste my energy here. There's something bigger waiting, and it will be provided as soon as you're dissatisfied where you are. The universe has this way, our spirit guides, however you want to look at it, has this way of perpetually smacking us in the face with the same thing to make it hurt more and more uncomfortable, to the point where we say, hey, maybe this isn't for me. And then we finally get it and we move on. And that's just the ways it is. Once you know that playbook, it's real easy. How many times do you want to smash your head against the wall, right? So we don't know unless we put our foot in sometimes. Is this going to be helpful? Is this going to hurt? And we know straight away, but sometimes we'll ignore it because we're holding on to this bigger idea like, no, it's just me. Maybe I don't need to trust my own instincts. Maybe it's because I need to try harder or do this or that. And it's about, no, trust yourself. So whatever you do, just be fully in the moment and you will feel your way through. You're a magician. You can create anything. Incarnate Flame says, it's just a stepping stone if any of us must do this. Yes, and I've worked all day from 6:30 in the morning to midnight, actually about 12:30 midnight the following day, doing multiple jobs, and I did love working at night better. I'm a night hawk. That's where my energy is really hyped up, right? But I did find also that it was starting to drain my life force because I wasn't sleeping between 3 and 5 properly, right? So to each their own. We are all made up so unique. Donna says, no job should drain your energy before you even get there because you're in your head. That's true too. That means you're ignoring the flags, right? That is so true. So you wanted to know about us meeting. What is going to happen, Spirit? What do you have planned for our soul family to finally come together face to face somewhere? There it is, the King of Cups. When we were talking about that, this flew out. And now here it is again. So what does this have to do with us? So maturing our emotions, learning emotional maturity, learning unconditional love. Incarnate Flame says, agreed, some jobs are toxic. Yep. I at least found a team of nice coworkers and customers. I could be myself. Yay! That is so awesome. And Burton Bros says, I really like my job, but it just feels like I'm always an underdog. Yeah, you want to know something? What I got there, Burton? And I was like that too. It's because you're meant to bring change there and you're going to piss people off. You're like a walking tower, my friend, which is exactly why you probably found your way to this group. Because there are going to be people there that try to play old games, old tricks, and play by the old, what is it called? The Mason, Freemasons, or you call it the old whatever club, old boys club, Anyways, they try to play by those rules. They're not going to apply to you. So don't be surprised if you end up leaving there, suddenly because you've just had enough. But again, trust your own instincts. And then we've got, Donna, vacay. Yes, I'm counting down the days. Incarnate Flame. I'm allowed to shine at work and bring laughter and joy to people. It's only temporary though because I have a bigger purpose. Yes, and you're right. You're realizing this is a stepping stone, and which is beautiful. You'll learn and teach while others learn and teach at that time. Burton Bros, old maintenance techs. Oh yeah, see, that's what I was seeing. The old, I saw a Freemason, what is it called? Old boys club. They're old school. and they're not understanding and they're not open-minded. So it's like watching paint dry for you. It's really not fun. I get it. And yeah, it'll probably end up that either you get so bored stiff or they keep bullying you till you leave. But you'll be ready, and you're gonna learn something from this. That it's pointless trying to teach people who are committed to misunderstanding you. That's gonna be one of the lessons in it. And then Burton Bros, very closed-minded. Yes, yeah, and that's because you feel like the underdog. They're trying to make you feel like the underdog because you're a threat to them. Because you threaten their old ways. You threaten everything that they are committed to understanding. It's like, don't come in here and ruffle feathers. Don't come in here and try to explain to me all this technological crap. Don't come in here making things. Everything was fine before you came here. Like, oh, you know. That's just part of people that you're going to light a little fire under them. That it's time for them to grow, and they're not going to appreciate it. Donna says, old shop workers are handled by not falling for their BS. Just smile and say nothing. Yeah, and unfortunately, like with my last job, I was the manager of a lot of them were very mature males, and I've worked in shops and managed shops before with all men. But there were some that had like a real pissing contest with me. They really did not like the idea of an intelligent feminine energy coming in and saying, here's the way that it's going to work a lot better. They did not like it, and they will kick and scream and fight like little children and drag their heels, and it's great fun until you finally just go, okay, I'm done. My work here is done, because you can't teach old, I don't even want to say dogs. It's hard to teach old dogs new tricks when the old dogs refuse to listen to understand, okay? All right, what about our trip? We got the King of Cups. King of Cups, Spirit. What else do we need to know about us all finally congregating in one space? Taking a leap of faith, a brand new beginning, and letting go of the burdens. They're saying all these burdens. Okay. Archangel Michael. I have something to say, and I'm going to say it, darn it. So, it's like, what I'm seeing is outside forces are literally trying to keep us so way down that we're struggling to get each other. I'm seeing like quicksand and running through mud, like, hey guys, do you want to go on a vacation? Yeah, if I could just get to you. And it's like things getting slammed on us, right? But we got to remember who we are. And as easy as we can manifest anything, we can do this. It's about, we're going to make it happen. So don't allow anything on the outside or allowing priorities over these burdens. I mean, my dog's mouth is healing up lovely. I'll be ready to travel very soon. I found the perfect babysitter for him. Everything's wonderful. I'm manifesting. I'm packing. My bags are packed. I've been packing up. So we're going to make it happen. We just have to figure out where and when, okay? Taking these burdens and going, 10 is the most you can carry. We're done here. We learned from it, and we're going to take a risk and all of a sudden meet each other somewhere and say, let's teach and learn from each other about how to, like God's Warrior said, about controlling the emotions. When we're all together, it's a lot easier to sit there and shoot the shit and just say, here's what I'm talking about. Oh, wow, and what's your take on it? Oh, and what's your spin on it? When we're in a relaxed environment where we don't have all of this on us, right? It's a beautiful thing when soul family come together. Complete raw authenticity. It's beautiful. And what we got? Donna said, yeah. And Incarnate Flame says, the old matrix construct is crumbling anyway. A new financial quantum system is being put into place. Yes, everything is being replaced. And the sad thing is, and you can see it, the people who are absolutely holding on to the old ways, everything from like watching Hollywood, holding on to politics, everything that once ran this world, right? Everything that once controlled this world. There are some people that truly do not want to step outside of it and just look beyond it, right? Or create something that works good for everybody and not just the people that are the people that were in power, if you know what I mean, right? And then we've got Donna saying, so when we release the vacation, it will happen. When it's supposed to, we can't force it. Isn't that the truth? Because I came to terms with, It cost me thousands and thousands. I think I was up around 6,000 now for my dog's little roof of his mouth. Um, and I remember saying to myself, I'm just so grateful that right now, at the second, I have that money right now, and I can do that. And if it costs me a vacation, I will do it because he's my best friend. And as soon as I relinquish control, I have my bags packed. I've got everything ready, and I haven't decided on a place or a time. As soon as I relinquish control, I honestly feel like things started to line up. I really do. That's when I had a babysitter come forward and say, you know what? When it comes time, I'll help. I'm like, whoa, really? It's starting to come together, guys. And you are so right. A watched pot doesn't boil, right? So Donna says, life is a movie. What's your story? How will it play out? Yes, exactly. And this is the exciting thing. And I think we also hold the pen to our story. A lot of people don't realize the power of their own mind, right? What we think and feel strongly and passionately about becomes our reality. Like, I'm totally seeing, I've got sand in my belly button sitting next to all my buddies on a beach, shooting the crap, you know, getting up in the morning and having like an amazing watch the sunrise with you guys. I'm seeing the deep conversations with no stress and just pouring out the authenticity, the thoughts, the dreams, the desires, the happiness, sharing, caring. Like, how amazing is that? And there's not for a second, not even one piece of me that says somebody in this world doesn't deserve that. So I know it will happen, and it's just about when and where we choose to. And that has not been revealed to me, what I believe to be the place. And I don't know if you guys are getting any downloads. And then Donna says, sunburn buns. Yes, and I burn fast. I'm like, well, you know, blonde hair, fair-haired, fair skin. The first day, it never fails, right? Oh, I don't need any sunblock. I'm just working on my tan, but you forget how hot it is, and all of a sudden you're a lobster. Incarnate Flame. Mount Shasta, Sedona. That, yeah. Goa, India Valley. Yeah, I agree. With two of those jumped out at me. Two of those already jumped out at me. And the one was predicted by a medium that I have a lot of high regard for, but I don't know. It's like, we'll know because we'll all fit into, we'll narrow it down, like process of elimination. Burton Bros. I was planning on trying to make my own business to teach motorcycle riding then my mother passed, and I spent a bunch of money on the funeral, and nothing seems to be going well with my siblings. And Phil says, oh, is that, how do I say that, Phil? You always have the most interesting words. Is that the Chaco Canyon? And Burton Bros, there will be a creative way that you can do this somehow. There will be a creative way that you can integrate what you know about motorbikes and teaching people, and it will accumulate money, and then it'll turn bigger, and you'll just take step-by-step, bite-sized pieces. Don't give up on your dreams, bud. Donna says, yes, sharing with people who have been there. We all have something to learn and something to teach. Exactly. Exactly. Now, Phil, where is that? I've never heard of that. That canyon. Like, where in the world is Chaco Canyon? Carmen Sandiego. Where is that? Sounds interesting. Maybe we should all just travel around the world. We'll just get on, like, we'll get a bus and get it fitted so that we each have, like, a little hammock, you know, in there. Something. And we'll just drive around, place to place. Go on, like, a mega vacation. My heart's open to seeing all kinds of new things, because I've spent a lot of my life doing the overly responsible thing, right? The over-adulting. I've seen a lot of the world too, but not a lot. There's so much to see. And I would love to sit down and have a cappuccino with you guys and talk about the ways of the world and all the stuff that you have yet to teach me and I have yet to teach you. I just love that. Laying all the puzzle pieces out on a table and saying, what pertains to me? Let's see what I can learn from this. Expansive thinking instead of the same old stuff. Donna says, we ride a dawn, y'all. That's cool. Hey, Burton Bros, can you teach us how to ride motorbikes? They're nice and cost effective, I think, as far as gas. If you could teach all of us, we could ride at dawn. We can ride with Donna. Oh, Phil, New Mexico. Hey, that sounds cool too. The world is changing so rapidly. I think it's so important that we all get the most out of every experience. Because as we're letting go of this old timeline, and I've already stepped out of it, it's about appreciating every moment. And I think we can all definitely, see the value in that. Donnie, yes. You're so cute. Oh my gosh. Well, guys, I'm going to get my derriere off here. Even though I hate saying, see you later, Burton Bros. Sounds fun. See, there you go. If you could get me driving a bike, that would be something interesting. I've ridden them. Yeah, I don't think I don't know that I'd really feel comfortable driving a bike, but I've done a lot of things I never thought I would do, so. All right, you guys, I'm sending you so much love, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you that have taken a time and space out of your day and night to come and be a part of this conversation. I'm sending so much love. I'm proud of all of you. Your questions are all amazing. Your answers are all amazing. You are an intensely beautiful, bright, shining star bunch on here, okay? So keep moving forward. We are all in this together. Incarnate Flame, love y'all. Good night. Aw, mwah. Take care, sunshine, and keep glowing that beautiful light. You're so amazing. You're all so amazing. Donna, I'm looking forward to your next video already on your YouTube channel. And now, Phil, I'm going to go look up that name of that place that you mentioned. That sounds really cool. Very cool. And thanks also, Burton Bros, and all of you guys for joining. And Donna says, have a great night, everyone. Love and joy. Love back. And Phil says, have a good night and keep your eyes to the skies. Yes. Sending you guys hearts. Yay. Take care and keep shining. I'm so proud of everybody. We're in this together. You're not alone, okay? Biggest hugs. Aw, thanks, you guys. Okay, bye-bye.